Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hello, motherfucker.
Okay, excuse me. All right. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Glad to see everybody here. Glad to see you guys enjoying the music. Glorious Bowser, thanks for the follow. Hey, saw your post on Twitter. Wanted to give a follow. I'm gonna lurk and watch while I eat my food. Come hang out sometime. I will send my community to support you. We're all in this together. Koopa Troop. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the kind words. Enjoy your lurk. Excuse me. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your time here. We are going to be playing through some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We played through the first part, or the first and second part, last night. So we're just going to play through a little bit more this afternoon before my hot date tonight. Going out with a pretty special lady. So that is what we will be doing today. I want this to be here. That there. That's how I want that. All right. I always love this freaking music. I always love it. It never fails how much I love this music. Because it's always just so good. I think we'll let the rest of this music play out, or the rest of this song play out, and then we'll go ahead and jump right into it. Hashtag Wendy sponsored me. Excuse me. I forgot that he moved the toolbar. All right. It's always so good. Every time, without fail. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Never fails. It always hits. Never misses. He just don't miss. We continue. Back in Kurain Village, June 21st, 3:24 p.m. Sorry, you guys, going through a little bit of Discord. All right. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man, she definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pearls. Oh, I see. I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. Her music is just so fun. So, what did you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I had never seen so many people before. Oh, and Mystic Maya looked so small and helpless. Well, Maya's already naturally short, so. And then that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes. Oh, she means Franziska. She had such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm gonna tell her what I think of her tomorrow. Okay. I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Well, you can't. It's your job. You have to be there. Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer. No, she's not. She's still a lawyer. She's just a prosecutor. She's a different type of lawyer. God damn it, this game sometimes. A prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win. Excuse me. That's terrible. But she's a really good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right? There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Unfortunately, this is a very common thought on both sides of the spectrum. Defense attorneys think all prosecutors want the same thing. Prosecutors think all defense attorneys want to do is get criminals off. It's all the same. Well, he might have to become a good guy eventually. He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is it that person that Mystic Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgyworth? That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. Huh? He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it. Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, by the way, yes, what is it? You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you? Why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? And on top of that, this key. Just when did she pick this up? I just realized that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened? Ah! What was I doing? I wasn't doing anything. She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else, I promise. Ooh. Ah! I guess you can see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? You really won't tell me what you were doing at the time of the murder? Back to it. This is the one thing I hate about this game. Looking at some of the old videos that people were doing of it. You have to go through this sequence twice. So the first sequence is you finding out that they're lying, and then the second sequence is this same cutscene happening again. I'm sorry, but with the Magatama, I can unlock your psych locks, right? Yes. What should I do? Should I tell you what my secret is? If you would just tell me, it would be easier for the both of us. It would also make the game a lot shorter. I'm so nervous. Pearls is holding the key to this whole case. I can feel it. Speaking of keys, this one turned out to be quite important too. I didn't think it would literally be the key to today's trial, though. You can't break them yet. About this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right? Yes. Now, where did you find this key? It's very important. So please tell me, Pearls, where did you find this? I found it in the incinerator. The incinerator? She's talking about the one in the garden? The door on it was a little open, so I took a peek. When was that? It was after the channeling, when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick? Yes? Are you going to tell my mother? Huh? You mean tell Morgan what you did? Yes, if she finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash, I'll get a spanking. Oh, man. Gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then, alright? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. Oh no, on the wrong fucking screen. That wasn't good. Six feet tall and super strong. Yep. All right. Come on, don't be dumb, please. Come on, don't be dumb, please. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. All right, back to where we were. It's really empty. Train was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Ooh, looks like they noticed me. And they are now running at top speed towards me. Oh, hey! Huff, huff. Jeez. Like, you're that dentist guy. Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again. Oh, like, real suave. So it's like my turn? It's nice to see you, too. So what's up? You're all out of breath. Like, huh? Oh, like, you mean, like, I'm just totally happy and, like, totally excited to be here. Excited? Like, I mean, there are so many things to, like, see. It's, like, the real deal here. Oh my god, stop saying like, please. Oh, really? For example? For example, like, that urn over there. Do you, like, know about it? All I see is an old, cracked piece of pottery. Is there some sort of legend connected with that urn? Like, yeah, it's like this village's treasure. Huh. Didn't know that. And, like, it's sealed inside that urn. What are you talking about? Like, you know, Amy Faye's spirit. Amy Faye? Who's that? Like, geez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Korean channeling technique was Mystic Amy. You don't have to get upset with me. So, like, as long as her spirit, like, lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Faye family will stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic? Romantic, huh? If that urn really is important as she says it is, it could be a vital clue. Amy, I want to ask you about the murder. Murder? Dr. Graves, remember? As if there was another one. Oh, that one. Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all? Like, come on, what a total bore. I, like, totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing. Oh yeah, you only introduced Dr. Gray to Korean Village, no relation. Sure. Even if you were only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister, who died in that accident, was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then, why did you tell me about your sister's fatal accident? Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to do, like, with the murder? I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Cyclops, again. Like, what is it? Looks like I'm gonna need something to pry your mouth open on this one. Hey, yo! Give me 1 second, chat. Alright, we're back. June 21, Faye Manor, Channeling Chamber. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? It looks like she's talking to a picture? What the fuck is that face? Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty. What in the... Who's there? Oh, if it isn't Mr. Wright. Just curious, but that picture you were just looking at. Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well. Huh? Oh, yes, thank you. I'm terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. I had a previous engagement as I had to watch over the trainees' training today. I get the sense she really doesn't want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand. And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this. Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lada and I went to call the police? Yes, of course. I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit severing technique and held her in my arms after. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I would like to say more did, however that is all that occurred. I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be more patronizing? So do the students train every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given a day off the day after the murder, of course. However, and I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training? Mr. Wright. Yes. Wow, she got real scary, real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, but Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next question, please. Oh man, she is really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the master is, Maya's mother, correct? Mystic Misty. She is a brilliant medium. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure? About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. And after that, she simply disappeared. I don't believe she will return to this village, in any case. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. Erased? A person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to Karain village. And Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. So cute. June 21st, detention center, visitor room. I keep thinking there's a number at the visitor's room. It's not a number. It's just the visitor's room. Maya must still be in questioning. She'll probably be done in a little bit, so I'll come back later. What do you mean? Did that. Did I miss something? I did. Okay. I was supposed to examine the stuff. I forgot to do it. I'm an idiot, chat. Don't worry about me. That's right. Pearl said she found this key inside the incinerator. I I guess I should take a look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it. A tiny bit, but still. Unburned remains found inside the garden's incinerator. Small amount of blood is on it. So there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see are a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live inside the space between the cracks. Looks like something's written on it. I am? Huh, weird. Amy Faye's spirit is sealed within. It's chipped and cracked all over. Oops, Daisy. I'm an idiot. Alright, to the detention center. June 21st, detention center, visitor's room. There she is. Hey, Nick, I've been waiting. She looks so helpless. So, how was it? What did you find? Well, I found a few things. Is it so bad that you can't even look me in the eye? I just need a little bit more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow, I promise. I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble. So how was it? Today's trial, I mean. You were fantastic, Nick. Every time I thought our goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie. Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're going to win this, Maya. Thanks a lot. Really. Hey, Nick. The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it? Of course not. You're completely innocent. If that were true, then I'd be really happy, but there wasn't anyone else in that room but the two of us, right? Well, did you check behind the folding screen? I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there. That's exactly what Lana said, too. Nick? Yeah? Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray? Because of something Mia told me. My sis? What did she tell you? She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you. Now that you mention it. Wait, then, I really am? You are not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged. Drugged? I think this was planned from the very beginning. And you were set up to take the blame for it. That's... I want to ask you something about Pearls. Pearly? What about her? No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder. Huh? Wait, Nick! You don't think she did it, do you? No, nothing like that. She'd never do anything like that, you hear me? Never. She's a great kid, and really cute, and really great, and cute. I didn't really think she was the murderer. But she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that day, right? Yeah, the two of us. We were playing with her ball. A ball, huh? Sounds like a dead end to me. So, about this ball. It's nothing really special. Just a plain old ball. I think she was still playing with it when I started the channeling job that day. Pearly really loves to play with that ball. She loves to play with that ball, huh? When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing box. The clothing box? Yeah. Pearly's always hiding in there. You know the side room? There's a clothing box in there. It's really big, so once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. The clothing box in the side room, huh? Can you imagine how long this must take? Because it's 2 hours by train to the village from the city. So he just went, by my mistake, He went 2 hours from the village to the detention center, then 2 hours back from the detention center back to the village, inspected all that stuff, then 2 hours back to the detention center, talked to Maya, then 2 hours back. 2, 4, 6, 8 hours he just spent on the train, getting back and forth, and that's not including the conversation with Maya. Ah! Hey, wait! Please! Lotta! Chased Lotta, moved to the side room. She ran off into the manor. June 21st, Faye Manor Meditation Room. Lotta. Ah! I'm telling you, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. You lay on me and they'll turn to dust. June 21st, Faye Manor side room. I'm pretty sure I saw Lotta run in this direction, but it doesn't look like she's here. It's Pearl's ball. Maya said that it's always kept in the clothing box. So then, what's it doing on the floor? Pearl's favorite toy. She was playing with this at the time of the murder, it seems. It's the clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. I wonder what's inside. Ah! What? What were you doing in there? What were you thinking? I'm a bad person, just another piece of human trash. I needed a hole to crawl into. So you crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into? Oh man. Huh? There's a small hole in this clothing box. How? Cookie. And it's about 8 inches off the ground. That's the same height as the hole in the folding screen. Then could this... clothing box. There's a hole that looks like a bullet hole, about 8 inches off the ground. Move to the meditation room. Make sure we... Okay. June 21st, Faye Manor Meditation Room. Oh, Mr. Nick. That person ran by here just now. What person? You know, the person with the fluffy cotton candy hair. Ah, she means Lotta. She said, don't look at me with them eyes, but I'm not that scary, am I? I don't think that's quite what she means. Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you, going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me. Oh, well, thanks. You're welcome. Oh, hi, PJ. God damn it. I'm gonna get brain freeze from drinking this fast. Holy shit. There you go. There's all your hydrates, PJ. So you really won't tell me what you were doing at the time of the murder? I'm sorry. But with the Magatama, I can unlock your Cyclops, right? Yes. What should I do? Should I tell you what my secret is? If you would just tell me, it would be a lot easier for the both of us. I'm so nervous. Pros is holding the key to this whole case. I can feel it. Speaking of keys, this one turned out to be quite important too. I didn't think it would literally be the key to today's trial, though. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I have to present the Magatama. Take that! Pearl's alibi. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't just tell you what happened? Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You can do that? You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yes. Now then, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? Take that! You were here, weren't you, Charles? In the winding way? Wow! You got it! So, do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it that Pearl was doing in the winding way? Excuse me. Take that! You were playing with this ball, right? Ah, that's right. How did you know? Maya told me that you love to play with your ball. Yeah, I was playing with my ball. And then? Something happened, huh? Something really bad? Go. What do you mean, something? Nothing happened. This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened. Take that! This urn. It's a village treasure, right? And the spirit of the founder of the Korean technique is sealed in here, isn't it? Yes. What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there. Please don't tease me, Pearl. You broke the sacred urn, didn't you? The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd be really mad, huh? She doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet. It's a really old urn, isn't it? I guess. It's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks. Her voice is shaking. How can you tell the urn has been broken? And then we just present it again. Oh, present her profile. That's why. Or that's what. Who started the Korean channeling technique? Huh? Oh, it was Mystic Amy. That's right. And how do you spell her name? Do you know? How do I spell her name? I don't know. It's spelled A-M-I. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn and made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again. There it is. Around when Mystic Maya started the channeling on that day, I was playing in the winding way with my ball. And that's when you broke the urn. Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Amy's spirit fly away. Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay? I'm a bad child. Breaking the village treasure is unforgivable. I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village. But the broken pieces were pretty big, so you thought you could put them back together and no one would notice. Yes. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there. The hallway? Do you mean winding way? Yes. The channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by. I see. So about how long did it take you? It must have been a nasty repair job. Yes, I might be strong at spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I am not nearly as skilled. When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor. So that's around when Lotta and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder. When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick? Skittles. Hi, buddy. There's your hydrate, bud. Alright. What is it, bros? I'm going to get banished, aren't I? I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I bet Mystic Amy's happy to be free from that cramped urn. Yeah, I hope so. No harm done and a happy resolution. Phew. Sacred urn updated in the courtyard. June 21st, Karain Village. Whew, I think I found out everything I can. But I can't see how it all adds up. And is Eenie Meenie being here just a coincidence? Hey, mister. How is it that the spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Enie's sister. It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix! I'm talking to you! I wish I knew a little more about Eenie, but where am I gonna find info like that? Oh, I get it. You can't be bothered to look over at trash like me. Is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Ah! Lotta! Oh, so you finally noticed. I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word. Well, I gotta hand it to you. Just sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful for you to you for chasing down this large lump of one around like this. Thanks. But you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own. What are you going on about? And as for following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing? Well, you see, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, are you? You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister. Okay. Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya really badly, Lotta. I don't suppose you can forgive a gal like me. Doesn't matter. Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Ah, thank goodness. I'm still, what? No, nothing at all. Just talking to myself, you know, gibberish. Now then, Lotta Heart at your service. I'll share you with all the dirt I've dug up. Thanks. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free. Lotta not taking money? Now I know this one's an alien clone. If Maya's not the real murderer, then who do you think it is, Lotta? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that occult freak. You mean Eenie Meenie? Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? that granny, you and me, were all together that whole time. So Lada suspects Eni, which means she might have already found some info about our mysterious Eni. That's Eeny Meeny, right? Yep. I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back to the spirit world. Yeah, I heard that. I heard as much. I also heard that Eeny was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village. You don't say. That's one sneaky gal, if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her? Speaking of Eeny, do you have any other information about her? Sure. Well, what is it? It'll cost you, and it'll cost you a lot. Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary. That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized? But why? Well, heck, you can go find out on your own. Huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something. Maybe? What's that supposed to mean? Well, see, actually, it was gonna be annoying, so I reckon so. See, actually, it was gonna be annoying, I reckoned, so I didn't actually go there. Jesus fucking Christ, the way the lady talks. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right? Spoiled gumbo sounds. Ugh. I mean, look, don't blame this on. Oh, never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check on this hottie clinic. June 21st, Hottie Clinic, reception. Or Hody. Hody? Hottie? Whatever. So this is where Eeny was hospitalized. What the fuck? Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Yes. Are you a doctor here? Yes. I'm Dr. Hottie. Ho ho. I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself. Yes. So what can I help you with? I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eeny Meeny. Miss Meeny? Miss Eeny Meeny? Yes. Oh, her! It's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir. You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with you. Sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start with that Sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital. Wow, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forced to report their boss. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. Yes. Yes. Don't, yes me. Who in the world are you? I'm Director Hottie. The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I can talk to. Is this guy... Alright. So what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes. We treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Yes. Doctory clinical stuff. Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Yes. What does that look for? Yes, there's really a big general hospital around the corner. Yes. When they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of their patients here. You do surgeries here, right? Yes. We do some plastic surgery here, it seems. It seems? Yes. Seems that way. What do you know about Miss Eeny Meeny? Now you're talking. Yes, that girl, she was transferred from the general hospital. This fucking guy's a creep. From the general hospital to here? What kind of surgery did she need? Yes, well, she needed surgery. It was really bad. Really bad. So what kind was it? Yes, well, no. You see, that is something, no, I can't tell you. So So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director. See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. It's all in those TV shows too, right? You've seen them, right? I'm never gonna get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. There's gotta be something I can show this old tooth. Okay. Chinese badge. What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now I'm investigating a murder. Cheese and rice. Yes. What is it with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. The trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. Eh? What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information, okay? I'm actually this clinic's... See, I'm like this place's walk-in dictionpedia. You mean walk-in encyclopedia? Yeah, that! And my specialty is in young, silky, smooth, hottie patients. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Ho ho ho! Anyway, you wanted to know about Miss Little Eeny Meeny, right? Little Miss Eeny Meeny. That girl, I remember her especially well. Really, especially very well. Please tell me what you know about Eeny Meeny. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right. She was transferred here from the General Hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She wasn't injured. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yep, I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around and around in bandages, and her arm was in a cast. Hi. Where you go? Huh? Okay. That sounds pretty severe, alright. Yes, it was an accident. An accident. They're scary, yes? Cars, yes? Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep. That's what gave her those terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up, I did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask this guy? Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation? Are you talking about Miss Eeny's operation? Yes, Miss Eeny's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burnt like bad toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Eeny had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture? That girl, she had just gotten her license. So she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. So see, I got her picture as a way to remember her. Yes. Well, more like swiped. Breach of ethics? Oh, wait. What? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burnt up along with the car. Yes. So you looked up information on Eeny's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes. I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it, do you remember? Yes, hold on. I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... obsessive to the max, but I bet I can learn about how to stay on the lead from this guy. Here we go, here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Amy was in the passenger seat. The passenger seat, and dozing, or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute, a sea of fire was all around her. Then Amy fought with the door and finally got it open and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes. A new clue. I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Amy had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes. So how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Well then, I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Amy I said hi, okay? Yes. Time for me to leave too. Yeah. Okay. It's definitely time to leave. This is the clinic's reception desk, but it doesn't look like there's anyone at the counter. On the wall is a month's word to the wise. Do something in vain, and your only reward is tiredness. Not exactly the best thing to be telling your patients, is it? This must be the waiting area. It's got the feeling of one, and there are sofas lined up. But I don't see all that many patients. Yes. Well, it's the quality, not the quantity that counts. What in the world did that have to do with anything? I wonder where that door all the way down there leads to. Oh, that's the X-ray room. Yes. How did you know what I was thinking? Yes. Well, it's because that's the X-ray room. Yes. There's something very peculiar about this guy, because I know it's not me. This patient is undergoing rehabilitation. And look at that strained face twisting all those ways and all that, and that oily sweat. His whole body is swaying back and forth, wobble wobble like he's about to fall. Yes. Hey! Don't just cut into my monologue like this. I'm explaining things here. Sorry. Yes, most sorry. Yes, Back to Crane Village. June 21st, Crane Village. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Yeah, so earlier, that old granny called the cops. The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell them. Things are sure getting interesting. But honestly, I tell you that granny sure got her bloomers in her knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it turned into? A murder, that's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Huh? Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with the gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master's seat? Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master. Do you know where Eni is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around the garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can answer. So I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter. The eldest daughter? Turns out, that old bat is Missy Faye's older sister. Oh? They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow, Granny there lost to her younger sister, Misty. I see. This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sorts of things, too, like she's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So what would have happened to Morgan had she been stronger? Maya's family would have been the Branch family, I reckon. Hey, like, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. Like, what's with that scary look on your face? Oops, take that! All right, when you ask Meanie about the accident, Eni asks whose accident. This probably means she knows about another accident. When asked whose, presents Eni's profile. Present Eni's profile or license photo. Okay. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Eni just asked whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? Scoop profiles. Take that! I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? And then... Take that! Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Eni Meanie holds interview about crash. Ah. You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Like, wait. What now? That's not me. Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eni Meanie, is, like, pretty common. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Meanie Meanie, is in here too. Like, totally, wow, what a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps. You think I'm gonna let you get away with that? So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? Oh my god. Present the license photo. This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. That creepy fake director. Now are you ready to tell me about the accident? Eni confesses that she was hospitalized at the accident and denies that had any connection to the case. Present me. Like, wait a sec. Okay, so like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's like totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And that woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that car accident could be... Profiles. Take that! I believe it was your sister, Mimi Meanie. Mimi. You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, like, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Eni a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. Ha ha ha! It seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me, actually. I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Ha ha ha. Looks like something's up. Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone! Ow! Hey, hold on, okay, pal? I'm not gonna hurt Pearl here. It's perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please, let me go too! No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But... oh, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look, it's a real detective. Do not upset me further. Ah, sorry. The second time this man tried to pull out a fucking gun. Hi, Chubbs. Hi, buddy. Poor Gumshoe being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. I'm cute. You're cute. Yeah, I said it. Mother. Mother. This has never happened before. Pearls? Mr. Nick. I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, Phoenix. Anything. I'm terrible at this. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Ravioli all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Once again, saving screenshots, didn't mean to. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Mia! Chief Boobs! So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few psych locks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Mia? Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean? Three of them! Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, battle of the winds against Mia. Gulp. There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer about the trial tomorrow. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
You mean, like, how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around the front of the room when the channeling started, which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling. That's what I think in any case. But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there. That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like Beached Whale. I never thought I'd see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling? Huh? Yeah. This case is all about spirit channeling. And I feel like if I don't understand a thing about it, well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, Mystic Amy Faye, acquired. I've heard that name before. The Faye family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Amy was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism, Amy Taba, I believe it's how it's pronounced. Amy Taba. To this day, her soul is still sealed in this Korean sacred earth. It usually sits in the winding way and it has her name written on it. Yeah. Oh, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale. Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Alright, present my baton. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yes. Alright then. Tell me who you think I'm protecting. Trials. Take that! Morgan Faye, of course. There is no one else who you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already had an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. And then Morgan, present the cloth scrap. Take that! The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the winding way. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. You mean it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But this blood, and do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? And then we present the black key. I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet, somehow, it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And Both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was a part of Maya's costume. It would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt. Exactly. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need?
Take that!
Eenie Meenie. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eenie Meenie were in cahoots! I am burping so much because of PJ and Skittles. Those hydrates. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person who would have to know a lot about Fame Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eenie Meenie is involved somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eenie. Yeah. You might get a nippy when we get out there. You're a little nipply. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there's only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because Mother. She is the one that holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Faye. Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now? Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. We saved progress. Always save twice. And we will be right back. I have to go and use the bathroom. Okay, we're back. Oh my goodness, excuse me, guys. June 22nd, 9:51, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself, and she's grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she's felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Okay. That's not what I want to scroll down on. Hey, Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you'd do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you just do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? June 22nd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. It's Mommy Von Karma. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolish and foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That a defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key is the only key to the channeling chamber. The only key to the channeling chamber was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that was the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique used to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... Ah! You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order, order, order. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. We're going to press on Morgan's second, third, fourth, and sixth statements. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. God damn it. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Maya's escape. We're pressing on the second, third, fourth, and sixth statements. So after we heard the gunshots, those two broke open the door and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted us both out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however.
Objection!
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she? Ah! This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Yes, very well. Ugh. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Faye. Yeah, that's right. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you would have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Faye did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back to bite us in the butt. Okay. Now let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. Ah! Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Meenie, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Meenie? I think you can see where this is headed. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like Eeny Meeny. I'm like researching like parapsychology stuff at the university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that is what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. And I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Meanie. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, half and spine, for my sake. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room. Like, really suddenly. It was like, it was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something. Like, totally terrible. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now? Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of the witness's sister? Yes. Meanie. She was the nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness. Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Meanie, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Meanie? She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all of the evidence and testimonies point us to the truth. Curtsy. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Okay, so... pressing on our fourth statement. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. like a little later, someone came into the room like really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was happy in like a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But like, maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult. Alright. But like maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult, but I like know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright? This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Hi. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked like totally normal. Press on that statement. Okay. So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. She's talking to herself like she found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? That was very well spun. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Meanie, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Meanie, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order. Miss Meanie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Meanie? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand now. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. All straight.
Let's take a picture.
I
have to call my mom so she can take a picture.
That's where your hair is.
Yes. Yes, I know you like it, but it drives me fucking crazy.
Here.
Look at me. Look at me. Can you hear me?
Here.
Can you hear me out? Pregnancy hormones. Here. Here.
Here.
Pregnancy hormones. Here.
Just here.
No. No. You can keep trying, honey, but you're not going to be there. I could go shorter like I always do. I could go to my shoulders like I always do.
Fine.
Okay.
Alright. Like, the side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason as to why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. Alright, we're pressing on the third and fourth statement. So 1, 2, 3. And what was your sister, Miss Meanie, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi Spirit really say all that to you? Yeah. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. We all know what that means. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meanie? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? When do you mean? When? When you... I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. No, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, totally can't. It's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Oh. Excuse me. Miss Meanie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber.
Objection!
I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Ha! Cracked vase / urn. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what does that prove?
Objection!
Who cares about some worn out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could not have seen this person.
Take that!
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh. And she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Oh! Wait, she broke the urn? Yup, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Meanie. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grr. I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
Objection!
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Your lies end here. What do you... The witness said that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement. And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that have to do? Like, what did that have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meanie, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of winding way. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meanie, please answer the question.
Objection!
Don't ask a question off of a basis assumption, if you please. Oh, excuse me. Well, I suppose if you're, since you're putting it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Chamber.
Take that!
Miss Meanie was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Oh, shit, that's the wrong scene. On the wrong page. There we go. Miss Meanie was at the scene of the crime. Order. That's why that is. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that. Only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that's correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
Take that!
Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick depending on me, slimeball. Now, Miss Meanie. One as young as you should not be saying, "Shut it, Gramps," as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry? Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this.
Take that!
Miss Meanie, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime was very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box, no person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. A lot of disproved when she was hiding from me in it.
Objection!
But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. And then use the cloth.
Take that!
Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that whole thing. What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have I heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. All right, Carter. All right. Give me a second, buddy. All right. right. All right. All right. All right. Can I have it? Can I have that hand? Can I have that hand? Thank you. Yeah, that was good. Drooly finger. Yeah, you gave me drooly fingers. Oh, I love that kid. Oh, hi, Jay. Miss Meanie. Jay with the host, or Lil Moss on a Rock, with the host of One Hoggers. Love to see it. Love to see you. Hi, Jay. How are you, buddy? Jay, were you streaming? Or did you just decide to host? Just making chickens and not just the host. I appreciate you, man. Are you in Stone Block? You were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Yeah. Is anybody else in there with you, or is it just you? Order. So what do you say? Okay. Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie? Just you, sadly? I'm sorry to hear that, man. I might try to join, excuse me, after I'm done with this portion of the trial, but that might not happen because it's anniversary date night, so we'll be going out after this. If I have enough time, though, I'll definitely have you walk me through the installation of everything. That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Meenie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy? Wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Meanie, you had an accomplice. This person. If it wasn't for someone from the Corain village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't for someone from the Faye household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Faye. Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Meanie? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Faye with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. How did she shoot her? How did she shoot with just her hands? I'm so confused. What do you mean? The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Just being a dumbass. I love you, Jay. Click. Miss Meanie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Click. And pretended to be Maya Faye. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Faye chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Give me 1 second, chat. Enjoy the chair. And we're back. I'm on a train. Alright, we are back. Make sure everything's switched the way it was supposed to. Yes. Ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Who was that laughing at a time like this? Ah! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma, surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone with a Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed on one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such a foolish thing? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Meenie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive. That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. And then it's... Ha! Just as I thought, you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? See now, stupid Gramps. I'm like going to explain, so like please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge, then like I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like the guy that thought of the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. It was like a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. And curtsy. The end. Think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Ms. Meanie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Hehe. See? Like, it's just as I, like, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Meenie. Your Honor, please, allow the defense one more minute. All right. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia, yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it also is a reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meanie had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I? Can I really do this? I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on this matter no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. Let's see if this is the next part is literally just more court, so we might just finish up the court. And then we will end after we finish up the court case. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meanie had a motive. Ha ha ha. Too bad you're too late. My cross-examination is already ended, after all. Ah! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Aye! Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a sec here. To be contended. Always save twice. Alright. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Enid could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there is no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt? Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, hi, Mommy. Mommy. Sorry. Mommy. Sorry. Fuck. Karma. Hi. Von Karma. There it is. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age? Are you done yet? You caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. June 22nd, 12:10 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. And we are back. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Meenie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meenie, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask me about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Meenie, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... That was, last year in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I like woke up because of a jolt and like it was a sea of flames around me. I like opened the door and like got away. We press on her third statement. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did, in fact, drug Miss Meany's sister. Yeah, which means I have to work this from another angle. Yep. All right, Carter. All right, buddy. Are you hungry? I don't think you are.
It probably wouldn't hurt. We'll get it.
Are you eating your pizza? Are you eating your pizza? Yes, I'm eating that pizza. I'm eating that pizza.
Sorry, it just takes me a little bit longer now.
Huh?
Doing my hair takes me a little bit longer now. Literally been in the bathroom for the last 2 hours.
I didn't even that pizza. Yes, you are.
It's fine, baby. All right. Last year's accident. We're pressing on her third statement. That was like last year in May. Like something really bad happened at like my sister's clinic around. And like the night of the accident, my sister was totally tired while she was driving. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? Like she had to talk to like the police and like she was being investigated like every day. It was like a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. But like, I don't like have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Meany. Miss Meany, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. Anyway. I was like totally pooped, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat. Wait, what? She adds it to her testimony. Unlike most testimony added by pressing, it will be at the very end of her testimony. Is that direct? Okay. I like woke up because of a jolt and like the sea of flames around me. I like opened the door and got away. I like didn't have my license, so I couldn't take over driving for her. And then we present.
Objection!
Miss Meany, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meany? That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about? That perverted freak, or that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. Ouch. No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Meanie did not have a driver's license. Urgh. Ow! Cry and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched places. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. Yow! Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Meanie, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? Eh? That's because I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony, Miss Meanie, if you please. Eh? Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Alright, now we press on her third statement. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... First on the third statement. Like, around that time, I was really close to getting my license. This is like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like just got this. Yep. It was a new car? Yeah. She had like just gotten it. It was like from the UK. The UK. Were those her boyfriend's initials? And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I have no idea about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes. Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Meanie, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. Miss Meanie, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said in it, but I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger side, the left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver is on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them are riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be on the left side. Ah! What do you mean by this? Miss Meanie, You said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Order! Order! Order in the court! Order! Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbing nonsense again. Eni said the person who was driving was her older sister, Meanie Meanie. That is what Eni said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root to the murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? Excuse me. No question who was really driving the car. You're given a choice. Yeah. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Mimi. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Meanie, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is...
Take that!
Mimi Mimi. That is your real name.
Objection!
Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted to the hospital. So, for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi Mini, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the body they found at the crash site, that was the body of the real Mimi Mini. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Mini? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Meenie. Her sister Mimi then stole her face and was reborn Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Meenie from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Ah! What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Meanie. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Meanie was still in fact alive. And that fact would have had to been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So, this witness had to stop that from happening, at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Von Karma, eek! Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Meanie Meanie. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Meanie wanted her old self to disappear because of this.
Take that!
That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Meanie. That's right. The person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Meanie had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of this channeling mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo? Becoming Meanie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as why did Miss Meanie choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear: the innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. And one more for good measure. That was not one. Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham. Now then, it looks like it'll be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. June 22nd, 3:13 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Sis? It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis, I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi didn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out. But Every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Meanie with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Present perfect.
Take that!
Early? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Karain Village. And that person will be you, Maya. But, if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? The branch family. My aunt. No. Morgan's spiritual power is too big. The next person would be Pearls. Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement. Cell 13. I did like your mom's post. Zombie with 6 months. But yes, I did like your mom's post. Why would I not like your mom's post? It was a very happy post. She was excited for somebody. She was celebrating somebody. I liked her post. Did you? You have a problem with that? Get over it. Anyway, date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement. Cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Karain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whip-hacking prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dear Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout, the end. There she is, Mommy Von Karma. Brand new episode has been added. Yeah, that was your sister. I know that was your sister. Always save twice. I read it. I saw it. Gosh dang it. Excuse me. All right. Doop, 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 doop. We are going to raid a friend of mine, actually. She is not affiliated yet. So we're going to try and get her a couple of viewers. Oh, by the way, the Tundra is in, and we also have a Ranger for Unmarked. Glad to hear it. But we're going to raid my friend Kat. She's streaming Phasmophobia right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Try to get her a couple of viewers. See if we can get her somewhat closer to affiliate. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for viewing. We will definitely be back. We will not be back tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. We will be back Monday to start Turnabout Big Top is what it's called. So we'll be back Monday around 7:30ish. Farewell. Turnabout Big Top. Might be a little bit earlier. Might be a little bit later. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start this raid. And I will see you guys later.